sneaking in here for a minute on the Mazak. Cut the bell housing to fit the race car. This was that Hemi bell housing we bought for the Lenco drive. And it's a little too big in diameter to get on that motor plate. We made a little program and we're just profile milling it. Get a little closer to the diameter of the motor plate. These bell housing must have been built for like a door car. And the frame rails are so narrow in the funny car. I'm not holding it by much. So I'm only going down a depth of cut of 100 thousandths at a time. And this is a 1/2 inch thick. Just sneaking this in lunchtime here. The high-speed steel 1/4 inch 4-fluid end mill. Again, this bell housing has a starter pocket on it, which we don't need. We've got an external starter on the blower, but $300. Still had the SF5 CAD, and I don't want to do some crazy alteration with a sawzall and a grinder, so at least it'll look factory finish here. So when I send it out to get it re-tagged, right now on Z, we're down to 280. We're down a little less than 1/4 inch. Like I said, I'm only going down 100 thousandths at a time. So we got a couple other passes. For a minute, I'll walk back over on the final cut. Anthony's getting ready to deliver that 410 nitrous motor we finished up. I just got to knock the cam plug in the back there, and that'll go out today. We've got Hemis laying around everywhere. My wife came out and did the final clean on the Vini block, so we can get it cleaned up, start assembling that towards the end of the week. We've got to balance that crank though. We're going to get on that. We'll be coming up on the last cut here. What's up, fellas? Just a little quick video. I profile milled that bell housing earlier, and I just sat the transmission in the car to kind of mock it up to see what else had to be done. Came out pretty good. I took off just enough to get around that motor plate. As you can see, I didn't want to alter it too much, so when we send it out and get it re-inspected, it almost looks like it hasn't been touched, you know, hasn't been hacked on with a grinder or sawzall or anything like that. So it looks pretty uniform. The Lenco drive seems to be huge by large in size compared to the conventional clutch Lenco. I already see some modifications, some fabrication we're gonna have to do. The gas pedal, for instance. I can show it here. It's hitting the bottom of the Lenco drive where the valve body is. That's hitting. You can see where the pedal stop is. So I'm gonna have to get my brother, Chris, he's the welder fabricator. We're going to do something about that, either modify a pedal or something. Also, transmission seems really heavy compared to a regular CS1 3-speed. I guess that's due to the Lenco drive having a pump and a valve body. I'm thinking, I've never used a rear tail cross member in any of my altereds or funny cars. Now, I've only had power glides in my previous cars. I never used a tail shaft mount, but as heavy as this is, just hanging on that aluminum motor plate, I'm thinking maybe I should fab something up just for safety. If anybody got any knowledge on that, feel free to send me a message. But I see here's a drilled and tacked hole on the side, like a 3/8/16 hole on each side of the transmission. I think maybe we're going to fab something up there. Even if it's just a safety, it's a solid mount just to hold it. I'm going to have to rework this shifter. That's too far forward. When I'm in the seat, I'm not going to be able to reach it. So I'm going to have to make something, some standoffs, pull this back. Maybe I'll even make a lever to the side to get it more comfortable between my legs. But I just wanted to show you. We milled that out, you know, and it was an afterthought to make a video of it milling. I wish I would have, well, I don't know if I wish, but I probably should have made the video from setting it up on the machine and programming and so forth, but you guys get the idea. I just snuck in yesterday at lunch, in between work, knocked that out while I had some open time on that machine. But it's in the car, just preliminary, to see what fits and what doesn't. Said it's Wednesday evening. So I figure I would just show the progress on that, slowly but surely. I'm gonna get my brother over here and we'll start working on that. And I'm gonna have to do something where these braces bolted on the clutch bell housing. I'm gonna fab something up that goes on the motor plate here to be, you know, extra support. And I don't know, maybe once I put that on there, I was thinking maybe it doesn't need a tail shaft mount, but still, that's just holding on that. This bell housing is just cast aluminum. So, and again, that's the bell housing for the converter drive. So, still haven't made pulled the trigger on who's going to build the torque converter yet. We got some prices from PTC, Neil Chance, Greg Slack, a couple converter guys. You know, it's a big ticket item. I want to make sure I get it pretty close the first time. Hopefully I won't regret not using a clutch, but I think with our little lower horsepower deal we're going to have the most competitive top alcohol funny cars, I'm thinking this converter drive is going to give us a little bit of a benefit. But that'll be yet to be seen. We'll take the journey together, piece by piece. So anyway, keep you guys on here too long. That's where we're at Wednesday night. Check in with you guys a little later this week. We get something else popping. All right, guys, take care.